Hi, this is Srinivasachari. You are watching my YouTube channel, The Humanist Way. Dear students, today we are going to learn about some of the psychological definitions. Psychology as a science of behavior. According to William McDougall, psychology is a science which aims to give us better understanding and control of the behavior of the organism as a whole. According to Pillsbury, psychology may be most satisfactorily defined as the science of human behavior. Then, according to John Watson, psychology is the positive science of behavior. It deals with existing realities. A positive science studies facts as they are. According to Norman Munn, psychology today concerns itself with the scientific investigation of behavior. And according to B.F. Skinner, psychology is a science of behavior and experiences. Then Crow and Crow defined psychology as psychology is the study of human behavior and human relationships. Garrison and others said psychology is concerned with observable human behavior. Then, father of psychology, according to Bower, psychology is the study of mental processes and behavior. Then, according to Crookes and Stein, psychology is the scientific study of the behavior and mental processes of humans and other animals. Wilhelm Wundt, a physiologist and psychophysicist, is the founder of modern psychology and is regarded as the father of experimental psychology. He published his first book on psychology, Fundamentals of Physiological Psychology, in 1874 and established the first University Institute of Experimental Psychology at Leipzig in Germany in the year of 1879, and the first journal followed 2 years later. The birth date of psychology is most often given as 1879. Experimental psychology aims at understanding the fundamental causes of behavior. The experimental psychologists try to find out the variables or causes or factors which determine one's behavior and experience, how behavior is modified through learning and past experiences, how memorization takes place, what are the causes of forgetting, what are the drives, desires or needs which regulate or don't. Also like to point out the manner in which the nervous system functions to procedural behavioral results. The experimental psychologists are more interested in experimenting under controlling conditions. One of the oldest methods that were widely used in psychology was introspection. Introspection means looking within. Intro means within and spection means looking. Introspection was not very objective. However, one person's experience is not the same as another person, and hence The use of this method led to many controversies. Psychology can be defined as the scientific study of behavior and mental processes. Let us go into deep for this terminology. Scientific study means that psychologists use systematic, well organized methods to learn about psychological processes. Psychologists do not gather or collect their data or information by casual speculation or observation. Instead, they use a variety of more careful methods that include experiments as well as objective observations. Behavior means physical actions that can be seen or heard, such as touching or speaking aloud. The word behavior in the definition of psychology refers to anything a person or animal does that can be observed in some way. However, psychology also includes mental processes which cannot be seen or heard. For instance, perceiving, dreaming, remembering, and making decisions. Mental processes refer to the private thoughts, emotions, feelings, and motives that others cannot directly observe. For example, your private thoughts and feelings about your friend or your boss, etc. Psychology, an interesting subject. Psychology is an interesting subject because of the following reasons. One is, most people are interested in understanding other people. They want to understand them better so that they can develop deeper, intimate, and more fulfilling relationships with them. They also want to understand themselves in the hope that this will allow them to become happier and to cope and adjust better with the people and situations of their lives. Psychology is the only branch of knowledge which studies human and animal behavior. Psychology has numerous applications to our everyday life. Perhaps the most important of such application is clinical psychology. Back in 19th century, Sigmund Freud argued that most people who were then regarded as mad or severely disturbed were really suffering from one or other kind of mental disorder. He claimed that psychological forms of treatment such as psychoanalysis could allow such people to lead fuller and happier lives. Freud said that nobody is 100% normal. Clinical psychology has developed to a great extent since then and is of great value in treating various mental disorders. Another application of psychology is in the area of education. Educational psychologists make use of knowledge about human nature and about the processes involved in learning to help children who are experiencing learning difficulties. Fourth important application is that occupational psychologists are increasingly successful at devising programs of stress management which allows workers to function more effectively with less stress. Last one is psychology is also an interesting subject because psychologists are like detectives trying to make sense of various clues about human behavior. Robert Woodsworth, a devoted member of the behaviorist school of psychology, took the initiation to develop a definition of psychology in the line of J.B. Watson. Of course, after rectifying his defects, Woodworth did not agree to limit the scope of psychology either to outward behavior, that is cognitive, or to conscious, that is cognitive, as they were neither adequate nor comprehensive to explain psychology. According to Watson, psychology is the positive science of behavior. It deals with the existing realities. Behaviorism, a school started in the United States by John B. Watson in 1913, argued that psychology should just be the study of behavior because behavior is objective and observable. While defining psychology, one has to keep in mind the following points. One is psychology is a positive social science because it deals with the existing realities. A positive science study facts as they are and have little or no concern with what ought to be or should be. The positive is that which is given, that which is accepted as it is found. Second one is it deals with the cognitive abilities like perception, imagination, learning, images, problem solving, decision making, and thinking, etc. And affective activities which include various emotional experiences. Thus, it was thought to be more appropriate to define psychology as the science of behavior and experience in relation to the environment. In Wordsworth's opinion, therefore, in order to include various applications, aspects of modern psychology, one has to take into consideration organism as the intervening variable which in a major way not only deals with the cognitive and affective processes but also understands, predicts, and controls human behavior. So, Wordsworth, by modifying the definition of J.B. Watson, defined psychology as the scientific study of the activities of the organism in relation to the environment. Or psychology is the scientific or science of the activities of the individual in relation to his or her environment. In this definition, Woodworth attempted to include the interaction between the organism and the environment. However, he gave no greater weightage to either. He assumed that information from experiments with subhuman species could be generalized to the human organism. Woodworth showed that S, that called stimulus, O as organism, R response concept clearly indicates how the interaction between stimulus and the organism determines responses or behavior in a particular environmental setup. That is, R equaled the function of S or O. Response is a function of stimulus and organismic factors. The same stimulus may produce different responses in different individuals and in the same individual under different environmental conditions. The uniqueness of Woodworth definition is its dynamicity and recognition of the SOR variables, which were ignored by predecessors' early behaviors. Woodworth's definition is so clear and specific and scientific that it does not need further clarification. Being the most accepted definition, it gives psychology a scientific, objective, and a unique status. Woodworth's definition is clear, specific, dynamic, recognizes SOR framework, that is called behavior, scientific, objective, unique, and comprehensive. That is why it is the most accepted one. Let us understand the definition given by Woodworth by explaining different terms that are being used in it. Psychology is a science of the activities of the individual in relation to his or her environment. They are science, activities, individual, organism, environment, and interactions. Study of psychology as a science. Wilhelm Wundt gave psychology a scientific status by opening the first laboratory at Leipzig in Germany in the year of 1879. Science is a systematic body of knowledge gathered or collected by a careful observation and measurement of events. A study cannot be called a science merely on the basis of its subject matter. What is more important is the scientific method. A science is not by what subject matter it studies, but by how method it studies. Psychology may not seem as as much of a scientific as biology or chemistry does. Psychologists, after all, often study things that cannot be put into test tubes or looked at under a microscope. Science is defined not by what it studies but by how it studies. Psychologists, like other scientists, adopt a special approach to obtaining and organizing knowledge. They use systematic methods or scientific inquiry to gather data about the things that interest them. Once these data have been collected, they carefully analyze the data and interpret the meaning of their findings as objectively as they can. Along with conducting research, psychologists develop general laws and principles or theories about why things happen as they do. A theory is an attempt to fit all the known relevant facts into a logical explanation. Once formulated, a theory can be served as a framework for collecting more information. Now, the essential elements of a science are as under. One is explanation. Second one is scientific procedure or experimental method. Third one is science is a systematic study. Fourth one is science must be qualitative and quantitative also. Fifth one is science can be verify data. Science can verify data. Hi, this is Srinivasachari. You are watching my YouTube channel, The Humanist Way.